Hello and welcome to your QiGong practice for today. Today we're going to do some movements for the upper back, neck, and shoulders. Open those up. We're going to do some work with the legs and the hamstrings. Get maybe some hamstring stretching in today, which is definitely something I need often. And we'll definitely slow things down when we go into our flows. And so let's begin. And let's focus on our stance to start with. Often I start the breathing and then I go into that, but let's start with the stance first today. So we want our legs about shoulder width apart. I'm sometimes a little bit wider. That's my comfort zone. So I should say, backing up, number one rule is do what's comfortable for you. And in that, if I do a movement that doesn't work for you, back it off or simply come back to deep breathing, because that's the most important thing we do anyway, is breathing. And so, yes, back to stance. We want shoulder width stance, soft knees. We never want to completely lock out our knees. We want softness in the knees. Then soften the tailbone. Imagine your tailbone's dropping down into the ground, into the floor. And then the crown of your head, imagine there's a string going up to the sky, like you're being pulled up, and not like you want to force your neck up, but keeping the chin tucked just a hair, crown up to the sky, and relax the shoulders down. You'll notice if you focus on having your crown going up towards the sky, just imagine it, the shoulders will soften. We want our shoulders down away from our ears as much as possible. So let's go into breathing. Hands over the belly. We breathe in and out through the nose throughout our entire practice, unless we advise otherwise. So belly softly expands as we inhale through the nose, and then gently goes back towards the spine as we exhale. So inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, gently falls back towards the spine. Beautiful. Let's release that and try and continue with that belly breathing throughout the practice. And so for our knocking on the door of life today, we're actually going to do bear walking, which involves a weight shift. So I am cat sitting right now. So this is Lexi. Hi, honey. Honey. Okay, I think when I start moving, she'll run away. Oh my God, is she cute or what? What you can see over there, she goes, there's her tail. All right, so what we're going to do, knocking on the door of life, we're shifting the weight from side to side. So we're opening up the hip, and then we're opening up the hip to the other side. So we bring in our knock. Are you joining me, Lexi? I think she's like, what are you doing? I have been a cat mama for quite a few years, and after I lost my last cat a few years ago, I said no more. But I recently offered to babysit, cat sit. And I thought, okay, this will be a really good way for me to not want another cat. It's not working very well because she's too sweet. Beautiful. Weight shift side to side. We're opening up the hips with this as well. So that's great. Normally we have a fairly static stance, not fairly a static stance when we do knocking on the door of life. Anyway, I think the distraction has left the room. I'll come back to focusing on the practice. And then we're going to come up to the chest, activating our lungs. And then we're going to open the hand and come up over the shoulders. And back down to the chest. And the waist and the low back. And then let's cease knocking. Let the arms swing. We're going to slow this all right down. Come to stillness. Beautiful. Now we're going to go into spinal cord breathing, opening up through the spine, upper back, neck, shoulders. So we bring our arms up. We want our shoulders down. So have your shoulders down, shoulder blades down at the back. Look up, inhale. As you exhale, come forward and down. So we're curving through the spine. We're tucking the chin and the tailbone. We inhale up, exhaling down. Forearms come towards each other, tucking the chin and the tailbone. Nice curve through the spine. The legs don't move too much. We're keeping the soft knees. What this isn't is a forward bend. Or a forward fold. Even a bit of a duck tail when you come up. Next time we go down, we're going to change this. So pause here. Now we're going to turn to the right and we're going to inhale up to the right. So we're opening up here. Then we turn our body back to the center and exhale down. Then we're going to turn left. Inhale up, turn to center, exhale down. Let's continue this pattern. A little more opening up from the sides. One more to each side. And let's float our arms down. Beautiful. So one of my favorite shoulder movements, and being gentle with this, if you have a shoulder injury or anything, I don't recommend doing this. We're going to do some really large arm circles. So what we're going to do, I'm going to bring the left arm up. And then what we do is we bring the left hip forward. So everything's connected. The hip and the shoulder are forward. And then we're going to slight bend in the knees and we just literally drop the arm. It comes behind and then up. So left arm, hip forward, we drop, left arm and hip move back and just drop. Just relax and let go. This one was really hard for me when I first started learning it because I'm a control freak and I'm used to, I had super tight muscles. And so it's really hard to let go. This is a great way to warm up the shoulders. And also the hips. So our hips and our shoulders are our largest joints, I believe. So yes, getting these warmed up. One more on this side. And just let it go. You might feel a lot of movement here, a lot of heat, a lot of energy moving. It's a big movement. So now we have to do the right side. Right arm up, right arm and hip come forward. We drop. So inhale as we come up, exhale as we come down. And if you have shoulder tightness, feel free to do mouth exhales, because when we do mouth exhales, it's like a purging and releasing. So it's helping to purge tightness and tension from those muscles. One more. And release. Probably feel a lot of stuff moving here. Beautiful. Let's just give that a moment. And feel that. You might feel some buzzing and tingling in your hands and in your arms. Really great. So now we're going to come into a wider stance. We're actually going to go into a lunge. So we're going to turn our right toes out. Left comes back in a bit of a lunge, not in a bit of a lunge, or in kind of like almost like you're going to do warrior pose. And you can stay here or come with me, bring your forearm down onto the leg. And then what we're going to do, we're going to turn our torso so our chest is facing the ground. Bring the left arm here, and we're going to shake it. So we're going to do big arm circles here. Shake it, and then pause. Now we're going to bring it forward and up, circling it around. We're opening up the hip again here because your hip's turning out a bit. And then when we come down, the chest faces towards the floor. So we inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to pause for a moment because if you don't like this, if this is too far down, you can be here and just circle your arm. And if your circle is here today, that's where your circle is. So really, if they're like, I don't like this, this is causing pain, there's no pain in Qigong. So wherever you are today is perfect. So full movement, I'm going to come back, chest face towards the floor. Inhale up and circle. Last one right here. We're going to come down, then we're going to come up. Okay, so we're going to pause here. Then we're going to straighten that leg, front leg. Feel this nice stretch. We're stretching in through the hamstrings now. And my hamstrings are often fairly tight. So coming up, let's come all the way up. And now we're going to turn towards this front leg. And we're going to slide the hands down into a hamstring stretch. Only coming down, once you start feeling the stretch, just be gentle. Now, actually, I'm going to pause this. We're going to come back up. Let's bring this back leg in a bit. I kind of forgot to do that. And bring it in as far as you need to. And of course, when your legs are closer together, you may have less range of motion here and maybe don't come down as far. I certainly don't. So nice hamstring stretch here. So we're stretching the middle of the hamstring. And then we're going to open up this arm. Open up. Now we're stretching the inner aspect. And you may feel an opening here too in the side ribs. So we're going to do the back of the hamstring, the inside, and we're also going to do the outer aspect. So now we're going to bring this left arm down and the right arm coming up behind the back. You could bring the left hand to the outside of the leg and do a gentle, just turn, look over that shoulder as far as you can do so comfortably. And then let's come back down with that arm. Let's soften the knee here. I'm going to turn, bring this arm back up. Feel that nice stretch. Then we're going to bring it down. Then we're going to bend through the knees, turn the toes forward. Let's come up slowly. Let's do a little transition movement here. Let's gentle back bend. And then let's come up, float the arms down. Now we're going to turn the left toes out. We're going to do the same movements on this side. So again, being where you need to. If you need to be here and you're turning here and you're just doing your arm circles like this, that's perfect. Whatever modification you need. So I'm going to come into a wider lunge here. Left arm here. Now chest facing towards the floor. We're going to shake the right arm. And then pause the shaking and let's start to circle. So we inhale, we open up. And as we come down, chest faces towards the floor. So we're getting a beautiful rotation in the shoulders. We're strengthening the legs. We're opening up through the side ribs and the hips. So next time up, we're going to hold the arm up, hold the arm up. Let's straighten that front leg. We're coming up. Feel this nice stretch. Let's release that arm back. We're going to bring the legs closer together. Bring that back leg in. And we're going to come down. I'm leaving mine a little bit wider because I badly stretched this right hamstring, which is your camera left this one probably literally 20 years ago. And it still gives me little grabs to this day. So I listen to that. So we're coming down as far as is comfortable till you feel that nice stretch in the hamstring. And your hands can be wherever you need. Just don't press on the knee. And definitely breathe. We never want to hold our breath. Beautiful. Left hand of the leg, right arm up. Feel that nice side stretch. Now we're stretching the inner aspect of the hamstring. Let's come down. We're going to stretch the outer aspect by bringing the left arm behind the back, looking over that left shoulder. And definitely breathing. And then bring the hands down. Feel that stretch again. Let's bring that arm up again. Let's come down. We're going to bend the knees and we bring the toes forward. And while we're here, let's come over into a nice forward fold. You've done a lot of work there. Just notice after doing all that work, your hamstrings might be a little more warmed up and stretched out than usual. Releasing through the low back, upper back, neck, and head. Breathing into the belly. Now let's bend the knees. And we're slowly going to roll up. Coming up. And inhale up. Arms float down to the sides. Fantastic. Now we're going to go into a spinal twist. So I'm going to turn around. So we're going to be back to our shoulder width stance. And because I'm facing the same way as you, camera-wise, because I have my back to you, I got to remember to say, this is our left arm. Bring your left arm behind your back. Only bring it up as high as it goes for a really good stretch. Just don't want it too much pulling on the shoulder. Right hand, like this, comes in front of the chest. I'm going to turn so you can see it. So it's just like pointing, thumb pointing into the sternum. So it's right here. And so we're in the stance. We want soft knees. Tuck your tailbone just a little bit. Keeping the feet firmly connected to the floor or the ground, we're going to turn to the left. Feel that nice stretch. Press that palm out just a little bit if you can. We're going to turn back to center, and then we're going to turn over to the right. So we're moving from the low back, mid back, then the upper back. And see if you can bring this arm back just a little bit further. No discomfort here though. Turning back to center. We're going to turn over to the left again. So we turn low, mid, upper back. Like separate those and see that you notice the difference. Beautiful. Back to center. We're going to switch sides here. So release the arms down. Give them a little shake if you need to. Now, right arm behind the back, having it come up as far as is comfortable. Like I can feel this. Sometimes I get a rotator cuff issue or just tightness. So, you know, I'm like, oh, I could go, if I go up higher, it's like, oh, I feel that starting to pull. So I'm going to come, okay, this feels good. Left hand, again, thumb facing in towards the sternum. And we're going to turn to the right. So we want to move low back, mid, upper back. And if you can press that arm away a little further, do that. Coming back to center. Turning to the left. Low back, mid, upper. And we're tucking that tailbone in under just a little bit. Bring the arm out behind you just a little further. Inhale back to center. Exhale, we're turning. Keeping those knees soft, feet firmly planted. We want to be gentle with the knees. When we're doing turns, we don't want to turn out with the knees. Last time, over to the right. Inhale back to center. And release everything down. Turn back around, give everything a little shake. Yeah, we're doing some really good work today, huh? At least I think so. I think you're doing fantastic. I know you're doing fantastic. Doesn't matter when you're seeing this, whether you're live or just feed expression back. Is it live or is it Memorex? I think that was from an ad. Okay, I digress. I think I'm having a lot of digressing today. I'll blame the cat. So hands up. We're going to go into some teacups, double arm teacups. And oh, let's bring our legs together. You can do it either way, but I like it with the legs closer together. So palms face up, softness in the knees, and hips are going to come over to the right. Hands are coming to the left. We're trying to keep the palms face up. So the palms come out front, hips come back. And as the hips come back, we spiral the hands around. Fingers are pointing in towards the torso. Now, both the hips and the arms are going to come to the left. Hands up, and then out in front. And then we straighten up the torso as we spiral the hands up above the head. So here we go. Hands left, hips right. Out in front, hips and fingers go back, fingers pointing in. Then we come to the left, out in front, and spiral up above the head. I'm going to continue in a gentle, flowing motion. Continuing to open up through the entire body, really, on this one. Feel how your whole torso is spiraling, your hips, your arms. And one thing I like to try and remember to do and share this with you is we get more range of motion, especially when we're doing these arm spirals, is if we relax. I find like if I'm tensing up, we definitely don't have the same range of motion. But when we're doing something that's maybe a little complicated and we're concentrating, we can tend to tense up our muscles. We're going to pause here. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So hips come over to the left, hands come to the right, then out in front, then over to the left, then the fingers point in as the hips are back, then both come over to the right, and then we spiral up. Fine, here we go. Come up, release our arms down to the sides, and let's come back to our shoulder width stance. Softness in the knees still. Weight a little bit more into the heels, and let's loosen everything up here. We're going to go into shaking. So shake hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, bouncing into the heels. Heels can come on off the floor or stay on the floor, whatever works for you. And we're going to do the heart breath today. So we're going to inhale through the nose, open the mouth, and release with a big sigh, the heart sound. Ha. Here we go. Ah. 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 One more. Ah. Slow it down. Slow it down. Come to stillness and just close your eyes for a moment. Notice what you notice. You may feel a lot of chi, life force energy moving throughout your body. You may feel some tingling in your hands. Beautiful. Coming back. So that was a fairly energizing warm up. We did a lot of dynamic stretching. And so let's go into our flows, nice and gentle. And with our flows, we want to maintain nasal breathing. When we breathe in and out through the nose, that keeps the energy circulating inward. Mouth breathing is more shallow, and it's more of a purging breath. So often if we're releasing stress, releasing tightness and tension from muscles. So here we go. We want to reset. Shoulder width, legs. Weight a little bit more into the heels. We want soft knees, slight bend. Relax your tailbone down towards the earth. Crown of the head up towards the sky. Imagine you have a string there pulling you up. So you're straightening the neck a little more as you slight tuck in the chin and the shoulders relax down. Arms to the sides. We're going to inhale as we float the arms up, nice and gentle. Inhale up to about shoulder height, and we exhale down. Soft wrists, soft hands. So as we inhale up, the weight's a little bit more in the heels. As we exhale down, we can rock the weight a little bit more towards the toes. Full foot is always connected to the floor. Inhale up. Exhaling down. After the next one, we're going to change this up just a little bit. Now we're simply going to raise one arm at a time. So left arm first, raising the left and float it down and to the right. So what we're doing here is we're balancing out left and right, yin and yang. Almost feels like we're not doing anything, but we are. We're balancing the left and the right side. By simply doing small, gentle movements with the breath, we can actually create a lot of change. Beautiful. We're going to change this up a little bit more. So now when the left arm comes up, it's going to come all the way up and around. We've got these shoulders nice and warmed up. So we bring it up and around. Now we switch to the right. Inhale the arm up. Exhale as it comes around. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go into movement flow called Quan Yin. Quan Yin paints the rainbow. So it's like as we're circling around, we're creating a beautiful rainbow of color. All the colors on the spectrum. So it's like the full spectrum of energy. And Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion. So we're also cultivating compassion. Now we're going to change this up a little bit again. Now we're going to pause here, and as we raise our right arm, face this palm up, left is going to raise with it to shoulder height. So bring the arms up to shoulder height, and we pause here. Now we turn the right palm face down, and both arms come back down to the sides. And now we circle with the left. So inhale, exhale around. Palm is going to face up with the left hand, and both hands come up. Turn the left over and down, and we continue this pattern side to side. So right arm circles around again. Palm face up, both arms come up together. Turn right over and down. Then we circle the left. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale down, back to the right. Inhale, exhale, inhale up, turn it over, exhale down. Continuing this pattern. Beautiful. Let's do one more to each side. You may feel some slight buzzing and tingling in your hands, or you may feel a whole lot. That's your energy moving, your life force energy, your chi. It's our last one here. Float them up. Turn the palm over and down. Beautiful. Just release that down. In fact, let's bring our hands together. Not together, but facing each other in front of the abdomen, our lower dantian. Just feel that energy, and let's just play with this invisible field of energy, your energy ball. Nice and slow. Just notice what you feel. Beautiful. Bringing the hands back. Maybe bring them a little further away, a little closer together. You may feel some buzzing, some tingling. Come back, bring the hands to stillness. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring the legs a little closer together. We're going to go into centering, bring our energy back to center. Right hand face up at the abdomen. We're going to circle around the left arm. Bring it down at the center. Thumb face towards you. Left palm now faces up. We're going to circle around with the right. Bringing our energy back home to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more to each side. Now we're going to connect our hands and the webbing between the thumb and the index finger. Let's place our hands over our belly. Let's stir in all this energy we've cultivated in our practice today. Then bring the hands to stillness. Beautiful. Just notice how you feel. See, perhaps a little more grounded and balanced. Maybe you've released some stress, but also feel like a really nice, calm energy flowing through you, like you've got the energy to do the things you need to do now. Awesome. I'm really grateful for you joining me today with the yin and the yang symbol. I express my sincere appreciation for you being here. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.